We see triple armor from the CLG side, some supportive nades, and then a kit on JDM. Everybody else from the LG team, we got 4 armor, and then PDR, or Peter, is going to be fixing up with those nades over long to make some noise, and there's actually nobody playing out long, which is interesting, while Tarek holds over here to Cat. He opens up onto Pit, excuse me, and gets that headshot, so that's a good way to start. He gets tagged up himself, though, so he's got to be careful. He retreats out. Hayes gets traded out in the meantime by Flom. Then FNS finds Anger, so they're just going back and forth. It's 3-on-2, and out of nowhere, LG are just in a really terrible position. This nade actually might be enough to pick up Flom. He jumps into it. No! Put down to 4 health. And he's sitting behind that box, and he's left all alone. Peter's on the huge flank right now, shooting on the back. The 180 from JDM isn't enough. Flom gets the headshot. Coming in from tunnel, the one-man Cutler. Can he do this? 1-on-2. Pushing in, jump, Glock, burst. Flom almost dying there. He's gonna go for the flank, though. Oh, Cutler turning around. Flom choked on the shot in the back.
Cutler.
Yeah, Cutler clutches it out. He gets a triple cut and a little bit teabag action, too.
That's a really solid clutch for him to win. What a performance there, and that's Cutler. That's their, you know, he's a player that doesn't often get mentioned, and you know, just to prove the point, I didn't bring him up at all in the pregame talking about him, but such a solid player, very good fundamentally, a great support player for CLG, and he comes up huge there in that pistol round.
That back shot was a huge choke right now, but a battle of the scouts coming in as Peter going against Tarek. They both end up trading and tagging each other, but LG, they're back on the Deagles. Pit is gonna have his, and I mean, he did magical things with it against Liquid. I wonder if we'll be able to do it against CLG. Actually, it looks like they're going to try to flash over here towards
yeah, this
B.
is going to be brutal. There's 2 scopes on this door, so if they throw a pop flash, which they didn't, but they are out now. JDM takes one down, but there's the Deagles and the Tech 9s coming in. A spray down, but the B side is completely open. They just cracked this open.
All right, Flom has another chance to hit them in the back. Actually, throws that nade, never mind.
Well, this is just tough. Now CLG's behind the smoke. They know that there was a player close at one point. That flash is going to hold them off a little bit longer, and they have no kit, so they're going to have to pick one up. They better hope that a teammate had one. And even Cutler blinding himself a little bit there. And Luminosity is going to take this round off the back of CLG having 2 scouts in middle. That was just, you can't mow people down with 2 scouts there like that.
Oh, FNS, he's going to end up running into Pit. Oh, actually, Flom, excuse me, takes him out, but Peter's there to trade with Pit, and there you have it. Luminosity take the eco rounds. Jeez. Way to start. That's a hell of a way to start. CLG's money is just all over the place. They're just so broken that they're going to be forced to eco hardcore, and maybe even one P250 is going to be scattered there. But yeah, well played by Luminosity. Pith opening up that B bomb site. That was a hell of a shot.
Yeah, that could have actually been murder. If they had 1 pop flash with 2 scopes, Scope
Yep.
not able to turn from it, not able to see him coming, that could have been brutal, but even so, just dry. And now they're all completely blind along. Even Flom gets blind, though, so that bails them out a little bit. Now they're able to set 2 up in Pit. Lex is going to come out. He's got to check the corner. Haste is there. JDM gets 1, but then 2 get traded off immediately. There's 1 more in the Pit who's blind.
Oh, we saw him!
Actually
Lex
saw him and just turns away.
Uh-oh.
Maybe he thought it was a dead body, but...
Cutler, he's going to get 1? He's going to look to get some more? No, he's only going to be lucky to get 1. That could have been like a knife into another kill if he was sneaky enough, but didn't want to go for it. So almost a good situation for him, but there you go. FNS is going to be the last to die, and Colors looking pretty good himself right now, leading at 6-2. That was crazy.
Yeah, Cutler almost got away with something crazy there. That would have been nice, but... A good second round from Luminosity, or a good third round from Luminosity, excuse me.
Is that like a black bars kind of thing? If Lex is playing with black bars, he doesn't see him there?
Well, they just killed one. He might have thought it was a dead body. I don't know.
That's weird. I would like to ask him. Maybe I'll ask him after the game.
It's not really a black bars thing because he showed up perfectly in the center of the screen, just a little bit
Ooh,
crazy.
that nade stack, bringing down 2 members sub double digits. Anger and
Oh
Flom.
wow!
What a game! Everybody's just going.
That was a huge hit. That was a huge hit.
So, I mean, that puts Luminosity in a really questionable position, because anywhere they try to execute now, if Anger or Flom leads, that's just guns on the deck, so...
Yeah, and look at how much this has slowed them down, too. They have to play it a little bit more passively, a little bit more cautiously. They're all spread out waiting for anything. CLG's not giving away any kills either, so... They've got to advance slowly, and Anger and Flom are basically... I mean, they're just a breath away from falling over.
They're going to commit to long, it seems, and Tarek's going to have himself possibly a field day if any of the low members of LG kind of peek out here. The 7-man 2 is lurking up there over towards the catwalk. So PDR, or Peter, is going to be holding that one. Got to take down Cutler. The flash comes in. Peter's going to push. He's going to get flashed up, but he pushed past the flash, so he's able to get the shot on the Cutler. They're still pushing out long. Lex is going to peek on a Tarek in a pit. He's not going to have it happen again. He learned the hard way last time.
He clears that very, very wide.
All right, FNS. He's able to get one with his CZ. But Flam from long, he's back onto the big op. Picks up the kill, the A site's open, the bomb's going to go down, and Hayes and JDM. This is going to be a very tough retake, but this is manageable somehow because of those early nades.
Well, even Peter's down to 25.
Yep.
They're not going to go for it because they obviously don't know the health. If they did, they'd probably be going for this. But they're going to look for some exit kills, and they could find him. Although Lex with a very nice shot into JDM shuts down that dream. Another dink. Hayes grabs one. Could grab a second, and now Peter's got to cross somehow with only 25.
So, Hayes is pushing up. He's like, come on, guys, where are you at? But that'll be a nice 3 in a row for Luminosity now. They didn't look back after taking that eco rounds, and this is the big round for CLG, though. They'll be able to full buy. They can pick up an op with armor if they want to, just forego the head armor. And it will... Actually, no, JDM has enough. Never mind. He doesn't have nades, though, which kind of sucks, but he'll have to make do.
Yeah, as long as they have it in his hands, they're going to be happy with it. He's going to head over towards long. So, this round they did like a 1-2-2 with one player in B and 2 in mid, and this round they're only sending 2 over towards that B side.
Alright, so nades coming out here towards this B side. They smoke him off. Oh, hazed! Through the smoke, not going to fall for any kind of blind fire there. And that's an excellent way to start off this first gun round.
Yeah, Lex, that's really unfortunate. Now they're all clumped up over towards mid. They're going to walk up catwalk. They're going to have a lot of room to work with here. JDM's playing long in between the pit and in between the bomb site, just rotating back and forth. So Luminosity has complete control of cat and mid at the moment. No one even close to peeking it and getting any kind of information.
So coming up the catwalk, that nade from Cutler does a little bit, but not going to tag him up too much. And there's no one playing on the site, so if they actually push up quick enough, this could be a quick take.
Yeah, what's scary is they have a lot of room to even drop somebody, so JDM could be in some trouble. Here comes the smoke over. He's going to call it out, but his teammate's going to be smoked off, so it's going to be all up to JDM, and they need to stay alive at long if this take comes in. If JDM gets pushed back, he just needs to survive.
We've seen one too many at Opera make such a good use of this car position. He gets one. He's going to look for some more, but getting rushed down by the AK, and then covering the flank. Anger takes down Cutler. This A bomb site now left open. The 2-man and Hayes hovering over towards that blue dumpster, and he'll have to go for the long push away for his team to get up cat. So good positioning so far for CLG. The retake is highly possible now. Luminosity, though, if they kill off Hayes then long, this might be their round. But FNS, that's not Hayes. FNS goes big. He gets a double kill, leaving Anger in a 1-on-2 with 2 health. He can't do it. Hayes gets him out.
No kits, though.
No kits, but there's plenty of time.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, that was a scary situation for CLG. That was a perfect attack from Luminosity for the defense that CLG was offering, and they weren't looking for any kind of information in mid, so they really had no idea that catwalk hit was coming. It was all on JDM. And now look at CLG. I said we might see the double op setup out of them, and they do. They pick 2 up, they salvage them, so one's going to go to Tarek more than likely, one's going to go to JDM.
Alright, so we'll get to see the setup like we were talking about in the pregame, and what, 1 long, 1 mid? What are you doing? Yeah, 1 long, 1 mid should be the call out here. So Tarek's going to try to up against Peter, and Peter is more than ready. So the smoke coming in. He actually gets Hayes to the door, so there's only going to be 1 in B. That's going to be the call out for Lex to just push on in. That's going to be all up to JDM here. Flash is coming and getting traded, but JDM takes down Lex. Oh man, and Cutler pushing up mid. He got flashed out a little bit from CT, and all of a sudden everything's evened up, and an early frag from Peter just gets denied. All the momentum that they would have had off that taking the B site is just shut down right there. So they commit to a lower total kind of play. Gonna look for the smokes, possibly fake out a CT. And I like what CLG do. They kind of put 2 towards long again, and then just leave Tarek to watch for Cat from Car. That position, just about every team has been using so efficiently lately. And he actually pushes up to the A ramp there.
Yeah, and once again, just grouping up on catwalk, so they want to test this again because they had some success getting into here, and now they want to see if they can hold it one more time. Tarek's got a spot over the box. It's going to be all up to this battle with Peter.
Oh, Tarek.
The question is, it looks like they're going to flash for him. They're just going to molly off the bomb site, but at some point, Peter's going to swing out. Tarek misses the shot, so now they're going to come out. There's the flashbang.
Full blind.
Blinds Tarek completely. Blinds his teammates as well, but now Tarek fully exposed. He swings up, he gets 1 shot. Peter misses again, but Tarek's holding this site beautifully. A nice headshot on the pit. And it's just one last player, Anger, down at the quad box. He sprays 1 down, but gets traded out by FNS immediately. A nice hold by Tarek there on the A ramp.
Yeah, solid hold. Despite him dying, but they pick up the AWP nonetheless, and I mean, that headshot was pretty clean, and yeah, Luminosity kind of getting put to a bit of a break now. CLG's reads on the situations have been pretty much on point, and the cat plays from Luminosity, they've been able to get into the site just about every time, but CLG is starting to adapt to that, so Luminosity's got to throw something out there that's a little random. And now we got the Deagles and P250s. This is what they did against Liquid, and doing it against CLG would be pretty insane, but highly unlikely.
Well, they're gonna flash over here, and FNS could get caught off guard. He's gonna smoke it out just now, so they might want to just come through this. To be completely honest with you, all 5 players. This is definitely where they're grouped up. It's Peter with the smoke and a flash coming right now. FNS isn't gonna get blind. He turns away, but he is completely smoked off, so that's gonna force him back. That's gonna give him long control, but really, what do you do from here? You got 5 pistols. You have no way of crossing, so you take long control. Congratulations, and now you're just forced back because FNS falls away and doesn't give you anything. So now they have no utility, and then they have nothing to show for it.
And
now they're all spread out on top of that.
Well, at least they kind of divvied up CLG's kind of coverage. They put 2 out long too.
I'm not really criticizing Luminosity for that. It was a great choice by FNS to just fall back, not take that battle, because now they're not given anything.
Cool. So Pit still alive. They're bringing the bomb actually over towards B. Pit still in the pit. Oh, look at the one tap. He's able to get the 1D. Lex gets a 1D of his own. He's gonna push out to this B bomb site thinking it's open, but Hayes is gonna say no, you do not come in. And now it's at the Pit. 1-on-3. He'd have to get the 4K to win the round, but I don't think he's that magical. He's gonna actually just jump out mid. What is this? He just gets JDM. The ball's on this player, but he's now stuck in a crossfire, and he actually jumps across the truck. So I'm gonna follow his perspective as he picks up an AWP. Uh-oh. Let's see. He's got 5 seconds. Actually, there's no time for him to do this. I believe he's just gonna save the AWP.
He's put himself in a very awkward position to try and do this, and you can tell FNS is
trying to chase
him out. Yep.
Oh, okay, he's dead. No AWP save for him. Nice shot, though, I gotta say, with the Deagle at least.
Yeah, but, yeah. There's something about North American players, I guess, going against Europeans where they just, everything just kind of shuts down when they show up on their screen.
I honestly would not know what that would be. Maybe it's just a fear. It's just an instinct. All the NACS players have it drilled into their head that Europeans are better than them. So, I don't know. But Pit, oh my god, it's so hard to say that.
You can do it, buddy.
I can do it. I can learn in a matter of minutes, but lower tunnel, Luminosity, they have the smokes, and they picked up plenty of nades. One Tech 9 onto Pit, but they might go for the CT smoke. It seems that they're kind of inching their way out, and they'll be running into Cutler, who's been playing the CT spawn spot just about every round. So they have to get through him first, and as they push out, he takes one, but they go for the trade. Flom gets it. They're smoking CT, and they're going to be faking this a little bit, going back into the tunnel.
Yeah, but the mid kill gives him a lot of control. Look at this flank from FNS now. He's pushed up. Anger's going to come back a little bit aware of it, but not quite ready for that peak. And now FNS rotates all the way back around towards T-spawn, looking for another one. Peter's got to be aware, and he is.
That's a big kill.
Gets taken down to 7, yeah, but he does get dropped. You're right. It's equalized, but look at how CLG is spread out now. One player close up in B. Second player's kind of, debating between going mid and staying in B, and then one player just over at long. It's JDM with the op, so Luminosity, they're eventually going to go towards B. The bomb's working its way into upper B, and Peter's just coming over towards A to try and find any kind of information or a pick or any sign of what's there.
Oh, Hayes, he's going to peek at the perfect time. Spots out Lex, spots out Flom, takes Flom down first. He's going to flash, and Lex is going to push him, but Hayes is just too ready. And this is all up to Peter now as he goes up mid. Tarek shoots him in the back of the head, and alright, CLG haven't budged. I gotta say, solid hold, and it was kind of a luck of the draw that they pushed into the site where they were kind of outmanned.
It was actually a good call by CLG to split things up like that. JDM was in a position where he could use the range of his AWP and stay alive if they hit A, and then they just double stack B, and they keep an eye on middle. So smart group up from CLG instead of getting too spread out in a mid-round situation.
So CLG pulling that magic, taking a few rounds, and JDM, he got an aggressive spot here on Cat. He's going to find one. This is an eco, so he takes down Pit, and he's got to retreat, though. He doesn't want to get random out by that pistol, but he finds a headshot for himself. Cutler's there. Flom finds 1-1 Deeg, but yeah, that's just a quick round. CLG take that, no problem.
His Deagles for LG, man, in 2 maps now. They're just brutal.
I'd actually be pretty scared of an anti-eco against them. Like, they're pretty good with this. Pretty proficient, it seems. Everybody seems to have been hitting their shots so far with that gun. And, I mean, now we're on to round 10. Luminosity took 3 in a row, lost 3 in a row. Now, they're actually losing 4 in a row, so pretty tough.
Yeah, Peter's got that AWP, and they've got to find some openings here. Cutler's going to rotate back towards mid to help anchor all this down, but still nothing from Luminosity indicating where they want to go. They are going to take this mid control eventually. A lot of players grouped up towards the old green box at the base of Catwalk, and here they come down mid.
So, I mean, honestly, they keep trying to go for this, like, mid-B smoke, and it just never works. Like, they try to get through Cutler, and they always end up losing somebody. So,
well, here's where they're gonna push back Cat, so they're gonna take Cat control, and what that kind of does now that CLG knows that they have Cat control, it forces Cutler and CT Spawn to really make a good read on where he's gonna, you know, put his focus. Is it gonna be over towards A in case they do a catwalk opposite, or mid if they do a mid B split? And they're even gonna have that mid B smoke to kind of fake him out and to delay him from rotating towards the ramp. So it'll put a lot of pressure on JDM to hit some nice shots here initially.
So JDM, do you have what it takes? I'm gonna actually follow him around a little bit. He gets blinded. And they still haven't decided yet, but they're waiting for the smokes to kind of pop out here. Throws a molly. That molly's actually going to be huge. They jump over it, though. Pitt makes his way down CT. JDM didn't see it. Pitt's going to get a double kill, taking out FNS and JDM. Cutler from CT just spraying through, finds one kill, luckily onto Anger. The bomb's going to get planted for Cat, and what a play. The Swedish powerhouse, I guess I have to say, just going in and being that entry fragger.
Yeah, they completely isolated Cutler. He had no idea where the attack was going to come from, and that allowed Pitt so much room to operate. And now, you know, Lex goes down in mid, but you see the retake defense adjust because he sees all three members. So they immediately shift over towards the railing and focus attention that way. But it's going to be a full save out of CLG, so that's going to be a 4th round for Luminosity, opened up by Pitt's 2 kills.
Yeah, the economy isn't the best for CLG right now, but as long as they can save these guns, they don't have an AWP though. That's the big thing. So one person will be able to pick one up for JDM at least. And Luminosity, breakthrough finally. They make that Cat play work off of mispositioning from CLG, and the bomb explodes. They'll take that round and move on to the 11th. That was like Pitt just flew out there like Superman. He's like, "All right, boys, I'm going in. Good luck." I don't know, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, and a nice pop flash too to blind JDM as well. You know, sometimes you see the Zompers not get completely blind, and they're able to, you know, pretty much guess that there's going to be a drop occurring and take him out, but JDM fully blind there.
Aggressive Cat peek again. Look at this. He gets a fast Cat up, and what's he going to find? He's still hugging that wall. He's looking towards the lower tunnel. Peter, maybe wary of the position. They actually get a flash in. Peter cannot connect. They hear JDM's op too as he shoots a little bit too early. And a 3 Cat play from CLG, actually.
Yeah, that was actually a really nice pop flash from Luminosity. You see it a lot in Europe. You don't see too many. You don't see it as much as you'd like to in North America. It's just a pop flash to force back that opper looking into lower B, or anyone really. It just prevents anyone from getting picked off who's trying to come towards mid from those B tunnels.
So Peter not really mounted up in any kind of really solid position right now, just kind of moving around, looking for kind of anybody rotating out. And CLG are really committed to holding this Cat. Like, 3 members all sitting up there. Cutler gave up his mid CT position hold. Like, that's not too common to see. So flashbangs out, and they're just up mid. Cutler would have normally spotted this out by now.
This defense from CLG is so static at the moment. They have no information, and here it is. The only information they can get is Tarek pushing. And now look, it's Hayes all alone in a mid B split. So that 3-person catwalk is really not working out for him. They're going to have to go.
He's going to get one.
Hayes takes out Lex. He gets Pitt as well. So Hayes holding it down, and that's a huge hold for him.
What a player! A 4th? Oh.
Unbelievable work from Hayes that round.
Holy crap. That's the silence M4 at work. They had no idea where they got shot from. He hid behind the big box, and whew, Hayes saving the rounds. Solid B hold by himself, even with Tarek going too aggressive.
Yeah, he worked the angles of that box perfectly there, to perfection in that round, using the sound of Lex running by. Hayes coming up, absolutely huge, in a situation where he had to, because CLG had a terrible read on the situation, or no read at all, and he had to be huge. There's JDM getting an opening pick. This is another eco round from Luminosity. Flam and Pitt both have smokes, so they'll have something for the cross here if they can make it.
And just on a hard eco, LG, I don't really see them winning this round, but who knows? Things have been done before. But this should be a quick 8-4 in the CLG favor. The economy for Luminosity is actually not too bad, so they'll be able to full buy up next round. And I think if I had a plant somehow in this round, that'd be even better. A little bit more icing on the cake, but like Hayes is like a huge momentum builder there. That last round has to be so hype for CLG. And the game's still staying really close. Luminosity still do have those 4 rounds, and JDM catching Pitt as he tries to jump into Pitt. And a nice headshot there. So,
yeah, not really much left for them to do here in this round. So not really even going to be able to do much economical damage. They do pop flash mid. They get 2 players blind. Anger's going to come out. Cutler's going to drop a grenade, which does some good damage.
The flank, oh no!
Yeah, and FNS pushing off catwalk. He's going to get 1. He's going to get a second one. Tarek goes down. Flam gets 2.
That was kind of Cutler just running through the smoke blind anyway, but alright. Trying to capitalize losses, I guess, from CLG. But 12 can Hayes, he's not too worried. And double double up setup once again coming in. Peter picks up his own up, and I mean, he got the pick last time onto Hazed when he crossed. If he can get it again this time, that'd be pretty phenomenal. But I want to see that flash up mid. Tarek's going in with the op. He's got it for JDM. Oh no, JDM's going to flash for Tarek instead, but there's nobody peeking. Oh, Peter. He played that so well. He's going to go for the secondary peek. They're going to double op setup him, actually. Just depends on his timing. Tarek pushing, looking down lower. He's going to spot him out, but he gets wallbanged. No kill. Had that been the wooden doors, maybe that would have been the kill, but... Alright, takes a 1 for none.
Yeah, but now Luminosity again, I mean, they're in a situation where they're down a man. They've been in that pretty often in this half, and they're all spread out. No map control. It's going to be Pitt and Peter working their way up catwalk, and this is pretty much the same defense that CLG has had. FNS this time is in CT spawn instead of Cutler, but it's, you know, 2 over towards long, 2 in B, and 1 in CT spawn.
All right.
They haven't really found a response to it quite yet.
I don't really know what the response would be. I've never been a pro player before, but all right, they're going for the cat play. It seems JDM is holding on to B, looking out window, doesn't spot anything up mid. And again, we're back onto Tarek. He's going to be holding from cars. So, let's see. Incendiary comes in. That's going to be a good one. They don't want to push through it. Taking it slow. 30 seconds on the clock. Maybe a little too slow. Can they advance through Tarek? Flashes out. Tarek was full blinded. And... oh, they get a kill into FNS, but Tarek's still holding such low HP. He gets a second. Can he get a third? Anger holding elevator. And then the man up plat. The flick comes in. Pit goes down. And we're
Tarek's
looking
op at this A bomb site has been deadly this half so far. It's much improved from what I've seen it in the past, and he's just been a beast. He had a 3 kill earlier in that same sort of positioning, and now he gets a 4 kill. So shutting everything down from Luminosity. Yeah,
Tarek showing his opera genes, and I mean that's so good. KDA wise, like everybody's racking up 12 kills on CLG. Just behind him is Cutler and JDM, and I mean the one fragging out is Flom right now from the LG side. Everybody else is kind of lacking a little bit. But the Deagle from Pit, oh, he gets it. Oh my god. Who needs a rifle when you can just use a Deagle the entire time? He spots Tarek out too. He's gonna push him actually, but Tarek pulls out the little banana hammock and there you go. Takes one, but can't take down Lex's Deagle. Peter throwing in the flash in the face of Cutler takes him out. What is this eco round? This was an aggressive one that I guess LG come out on top of. Flom getting sniped out from JDM. Anger tries to respond with a counter kill. Bomb gets planted at least though from LG. And they know that the man in B is alone, and then they kill off Anger, so even more so doable.
Yeah, but it is Peter. He's pulled out some magic in these situations before. He's looking for one. He's got to be wary of the window. He's not looking up there quite yet. He does peek it at the right time, but can't connect with the shot. And now they're getting very, very close and misses that flick shot.
Oh.
Goes for a no scope, and I think he actually looked.
He did like him, yeah.
Through a wall or something.
I don't know. It must have been like a wall bang leg shot, so really minimal damage. But
yeah,
either way,
CLG's gone through just 2 stretches of just stringing these rounds together. They won 5, lost 1, and now they've won 4 straight. So the Luminosity hasn't been able to get any momentum going for them whatsoever, especially on gun rounds. They did pick up that second round eco in the ensuing rounds after that, but since then it's been all CLG.
And so Luminosity, this is the last chance to make this an even, Dust 2, peeking up. Oh, Tarek, not gonna have any of that. Just gets the wallbang headshot onto Peter. Jeez.
Yeah, and again, I mean, it's interesting because this has been an issue for CLG in the past, is getting picked off and losing the early round battles, and Dust 2 is a map that they obviously feel comfortable on, and they've been doing very, very well tonight getting that opening pick.
I honestly say, screw looking for an opera, just let Tarek off and pick up a rifler. I mean, like after today, it's been looking okay, but I'm just being an exaggerator. But
yeah, you can do that. You can get away with it on this map, but on other maps, you need his rifle to be on point.
Ooh.
But look at this push into lower B from Hayes. He takes Pit down to 5, but can't complete it. A nade's going to take him out from FNS off catwalk, though. So quickly, another keeps the advantage in CLG's favor in a 4-on-3. Lex is going to toss some grenades out. Looks like they want to get into B. All 3 members huddled up into these B tunnels.
And up on Cat, FNS finds one, but gets traded out. So maybe the call is just to run A.
No, that's perfect, though. I mean, he spotted it so early, he got one kill. That allowed Tarek to get back from CT spawn. Now he's got an angle that Flom's not ready to check, but Flom stops just at the wrong time. Tarek misses it, so now it's going to be a tough spot. He throws the Molotov a little bit too far. They're going to be able to push into the bomb site, and he's in a very, very scary situation.
Tarek!
Oh, what an absolutely amazing shot from Tarek there. Behind the scene, Montana gets a second one, so Tarek playing that wonderfully.
Frag Shack's paying off, man. Those DM reaction shots may be coming into effect. But CLG, they're going to bring it to an 11-4 for the half. LG have their work cut out for them right now. Whew. People calling LG. CLG fans got to be pretty happy right now. And I mean, the defensive side from LG is something we haven't seen yet, though. And they did pretty well against Liquid with that.
Tarek's just having a fantastic start to the season, really. In all their matches, he's been playing so incredibly well.
So as I take a swift swig of my water, we're heading into it. This is the final match of the night. Everything's going to restart. We're going to hit the pistol. This is the ESL Pro League with ESEA. And, I mean, it's a hell of a night. 4 amazing Pro League, Pro level matches for North America. And, I mean, there's going to be even more a couple hours later in EU. If I'm correct with the schedule, I might be wrong, but who knows? Obviously, I don't know. But, alright. this four armor buy picked up from CLG. This is indicative that they want to just go balls out and just try to get some of these early frags. Pit, though, up mid, looking for the taps of the P2K. Lights up FNS just a bit. The flashes come over. They're going to throw the smoke, and this is indicative of that B play. So, there it is. Hayes just going to insta-goosh Pit. He's going to end up gooshing Flom as well, who can't hit the shots for his life. And Hayes comes in with that kill. And then Cutler finds Lex, so the B side is open. And that's
Every
be
player
first
from
round.
CLG, there's no finesse. They just man-moded everywhere, and they've cleaned out this defense.
Well, there you have it. They're going to rush down Peter, and Counterlogic Gaming just coming on fire right now, just going out aggressive. So we'll see pistol armor for LG? No? They don't have the money for it. They didn't get any kills, so yeah, they'll just pick up P250s and Deagle again.
If they pistol armor and lose,
it's a horrible situation, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of trying to give themselves a chance once they get rifles in their hands.
JDM legged Lex there with the scout through the door, so that's going to be pretty difficult to deal with. It's alright, Deagle, Lex, you're doing pretty well on cash, and there it is! He takes down Cutler! Oh my, literally just stop buying any other item, just go for the Deagles. It's always very entertaining to watch, but not very effective at times. So we see the one tap come in, we already have the man advantage now.
I don't know, this double scope setup, this double scouts, it's making this take very, very slow. You can't do things that you could do with an SMG. You can't really entry frag, and now they're both going to get taken out in these tight quarters, but here comes the mid-B split. So Tarek bails on that with 2 quick kills.
Peter, though, comes in at a perfect time to take down Tarek and go for the AV exchange. JDM stuck here in the tunnel. He picks up an AKs and retreat back out. The bomb still has yet to be planted. Anger still has the deagle in his hands. And this could be the perfect deagle shot if he gets it. Yes, he does. He takes down the bomb. The smoke drops, and now it's all left to a 1-on-2.
I don't know why JDM was not just a little bit more patient before that smoke plume. Finesse threw one out, and he peeks close to the door, so that's tough. And now Tarek's in a really, really awkward position with 30 seconds left.
Oh, he's going to go for the bomb. They see him flicking it down. Anger. The deagles. What? Where are they training that they're just using deagles like this? I'm not used to seeing anyone in LG really deagle like this before. Like all the matches I've watched them.
Crazy. They didn't even have armor that round, which is kind of. Yeah, and you know, I don't like double scout as on an anti-eco is just kind of. I mean, it's going to be run and gun at you with the pistols that they buy up. So you're really putting yourself at a huge disadvantage with 2 of them.
That puts CLG onto their own eco. They still have a mass round advantage they can use, and they're going to pull out the deagles of their own though. Well, 1 deagle for Hayes, but maybe they just go for an aggressive push onto Peter's scout. He does end up hitting Hayes pretty hard. The question is, do they push off of this? Flom is ready for a pop flash 2 in mid. It's a pretty common pop flash spot, but they're not going for it. And they're going to creep up Cat, kind of like what Luminosity did to them. Can they make it through?
Yeah, and Peter's playing very far back with his scout over at the cars, so Hayes is going to be the first one out. He's going to get dropped by a nice headshot, but here they come streaming out. Peter tags another one. He's going to miss the kill shot.
Oh, he's tagging them all up.
He's tagging multiple. Yeah, he's done so much damage. They are going to get the bomb planted, which is huge. No nade, unfortunately, and there's complete control of log for Luminosity, so this retake should be relatively textbook as Tarek and FNS get taken out on Catwalk, and it's all up to JDM.
Yep, there you go. It's a simple retake, gonna get the defuse, and I mean, alright, that's a good way to start for Luminosity. Bring it to the 6. And slowly work their way up. They gotta play this round by round right now, and CLG should be on another eco, and then we'll see the real gun round come out. Actually, no, they could do it. They got the plan. Just kidding. Yeah, they'll be able to pick up AKs this round. No op though, unfortunately, for either Tarek or JDM.
Yeah, and this is an absolutely important round for Luminosity. Peter with that AWP, he's gonna head over towards long. He's gonna be there with Pit and Anger as well, so they're going to take long control. And it just seems these are very typical long A setups. They're going to stop any kind of quick long A push, but look at CLG. They're getting up Catwalk very, very quick, and this is kind of a counter to so many people coming long. Hey, look how out of position they are. Pit might get caught off guard by how quick they come out. Peter definitely does, and there's Pit going down to JDM.
Yeah, phenomenal play.
Yeah, they threw enough flashes at long to freeze the defense there for just a couple seconds longer, and then they get the advantage, swinging out wide on Catwalk before Luminosity was ready for it.
So Flam at least picks up one there. Gonna have to go in the retake. There's one in CT and one coming out long. The thing is, getting up Cat is such a key point for them. They're all holding plat, one on the stairs. And I'm not sure how Luminosity can really go about this, but taking down Cutler is the one way to do it. Lex coming up from CT goes huge with a big double kill. Gets shot in the back, but it doesn't matter. JDM holding the stairs off. And now 2-on-1. JDM, the stand-in. He stands in the molly. They're going for the defuse. Can he get the spray? He doesn't burn alive. He gets out with 13 health. The defuse comes out, though, from Lex. Can he clean up the last kill? Yes, he can. Whew, huge round from Lex. Great cover from his teammate.
What a hero retake, and I do not understand how CLG loses that one. They had the advantage every single avenue of retake for Luminosity, and it's all Lex opening things up, coming up that ramp, looking behind his shoulder, up onto the railing at Catwalk, and just gets 2 amazing kills, and it just completely weakens the defense for CLG.
That is gotta be a real big not back scratcher, like a head scratcher there from CLG. They're like, alright, we have this great position, and Lex just demolishes it. That CT push was all they needed. And he just lined up the shots, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But back onto the Eco CLG go, and Tech 9s, P250s, nothing crazy. Probably just gonna be just a swift Eco rush to maybe take a gun or two away from LG. They could possibly get lucky and go for a bomb plant here in this B bomb site. As they push out, Flom finally gets the flashbang he's been looking for, but it's only a 1-for-1 trade so far. Pith trying to jump on up here onto the boxes, and he gets taken out by these Tech 9s. Lex only finds one as well on the B site, so we're back into another retake, but the burn from Lex's Molotov after he died will be enough to pick up a kill, and that puts it on a 2-on-2, and both members are lit, so still very manageable for the LG side. Pop flash from Tarek, he pushes through it! They don't see it, and Tarek does it!
Oh,
that was
Tarek.
such an unexpected push!
That's unbelievable stuff.
Oh my heart can't take it.
Tarek just going beast mode here. 23-12 at the moment, carrying his team through specific stretches, and that one was just absolutely amazing with that pop flash through. I believe I think the reason Peter was so blind is there was a second pop flash over the wall from his teammate.
I believe he did the door one, and then yeah, the second pop flash was enough to help out a little bit.
These past couple rounds have just been ridiculous, and here comes a long play.
Okay.
The Deagle. Pit gets one, Anger goes down.
Screw it, he doesn't need to see them, he'll just shoot through the smoke and get a headshot, why not? And they're out long at least, the bomb should be exposed, they're going to smoke the cross, Pit is going to get himself dinked out a little bit, so they'll have to retreat and take a more defensive position. There's one holding card and Peter, and I mean, again, another trade, and they're even being cautious and throwing away AKs. They put that one in the dumpster right in the trash where it belongs. So, the four-man,
Peter's
Peter.
gonna come. Oh, he does dink one. Cutler
That
takes
nade?
him out.
Oh, no, that's a smoke. Oh, never mind, he peeked. Flom, though. Boom, there's one. I honestly...
Cold-blooded killers at the moment with these Deagles.
Oh, he almost timed it perfectly onto FNS. There's one holding over to the triple stack, too. That's Lex. He's got his own Deagle. Flom's walking his way up. Cutler almost reading it perfectly as soon as the smoke fades. Looking at the minimap and seeing him. So, there you have it.
Yeah, and that's a bummer, because Lex is in position to make just a monster play. And you can even see how cautious CLG is being. They're not even going for this plant quite yet. They want to find out where this guy is. Even faking the plant.
Oh, Lex peeked. He saw him. FNS. Playing that so smartly, and there you have it. CLG will take the round. They're 2 away from taking this match.
Yeah, smart by CLG there to clear the site, to make sure they have everything secured before really committing to that plant. So they survived those scary deagles from Luminosity.
LG have to play for the tie? Are they going to save? Yeah. They're going to save and play for the tie, it seems.
Yeah, well, they're buying a scout on pit to see
some
if he can make any magic
Deagles,
happen with it. Yeah, well, you know, if they can make something crazy happen, but Tarek just picks him off right off the bat. Jeez, Tarek came to play tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how to use English, guys. I'm sorry. But, here we go. Flom left with the scout, everybody on Deagles and P250s. And I think this should be just 15-7 now, but we've seen the Deagles pull off magic in these past few rounds. So who knows? Tarek's still looking for his perfect timing to shoot, and there it is. So does Flom. Shoots at the scout, and Color calls off Peter. And then he's going to pick up Lex in the upper tunnel. So that's 15-7, and Luminosity, this is going to be a struggle to even make it to double digits in terms of the rounds.
Yeah, CLG, just like Luminosity did against Liquid on Cash, CLG is just putting together, you know, a really strong performance here at the moment, both individually with plays by Tarek and FNS quietly getting to 22 kills. I really haven't said his name much, but, you know, he's been obviously putting in some work, so some individual plays and some very smart teamwork in the late round situations that we're not used to seeing out of CLG, so...
You saying the team isn't smart? What's going on?
I'm just saying that at times they seem to lose their composure.
Just yanking your chain. It's okay. We did go for a really quick, fast cat here from Luminosity, and they actually pushed up and get a crap ton of information. The one man in pit, man, he's going to be able to find a kill to FNS. They weren't expecting that, but Tarek responds, and Camera, what are you doing? Spot out the action. And so it's a little bit of a one-for-one trade. They push out long, though, with that information spotted from a long cat play. And it's going to be really up to Cutler right now to get this initial entry, which he does on the pit. So they go big there.
Peter can't land any of those spots, so it's going to be Angers trying to pick up the AWP. But the terrorists just kind of fall off. There's an opera dropping in a pit. That's going to be Tarek, and now Angers stuck behind the single box, jumping up, but he's got to be careful of getting spammed there. So it's 2-on-3.
I think he wanted the M4.
This battle in middle is going to be huge between JDM and Lex when Lex decides to come. Oh, and he gets spotted, tries to spam through the door, doesn't get it.
He's gonna keep trying to play for this right now. JDM looking for the wall bang. Lex is the flash.
Yeah, and he's holding Lex in mid, so they know exactly where both players are. One's in A, so this basically gives a 2-on-1 over at the A this entire time.
Oh, that's it.
And there it is. Anger and Lex both drop just about at the same time. Hayes and JDM end it for CLG. Tarek carried him there. They brought him over the finish line, so fantastic match from CLG. Really nicely done.
Yeah, so that puts LG at 1-1 for the night at least, and CLG stay undefeated. Top team in the league right now, and they go to 3-0. I gotta say that was stellar play. Tarek, the shining star.